I think she's funnier than Kai, to be honest. I think Zoe Spencer is really funny. She just have to learn boundaries. That's all. If you can put 400 people in your live stream, I don't think you're canceled. This is a video by Omizi. Shout out to Omizi. Zoe Spencer can stop ruining her career. Let's see why.
See somebody go down a path where they are doing all these sorts of messed up things, get the criticism from the online community, and then change their whole identity around. That's why when I saw Zoe Spencer crying on camera the other day, I really felt for her. I was ready to open up my heart.
I feel like I climb, and then I fall. Like, nigga, I put my back, my feet, my neck, my eyes, and everything into it. God, I really.
On this channel, we are all about the redemption arc. We love to see somebody go down a path where they are doing all these sorts of messed up things, get the criticism from the online community, and then change their whole identity around. That's why when I saw Zoe Spencer crying on camera the other day, I really felt for her. I was ready to open up my heart.
I feel like I climb, and then I fall. Like, nigga, I put my back, my feet, my neck, my eyes, and everything into it. God, I really just don't know if I want to like shirt, like I don't know if I want to continue.
I mean, I get it. At one point she was probably making a lot of money, making a lot of views, and to now just be a regular creator and not be as influential as she was before. I mean, I understand how that can make somebody feel um bad, to feel like they fell off. But honestly, bro, she's still better than most of us out here. Most people out here grinding. She can put 500, 400, 300 people on a live stream. You're still a top creator. I don't know if many of you guys saw this there's live streams of Ludwig. He was talking about this. It was talking about, if you can put more than 50 people in your live stream to watch you, you're not small. And this is a creator that definitely makes a minimum of like 4 to 5 thousand a month with Twitch. I mean, I get it. She probably got her life expenses super high, and she'd been about crazy numbers, probably 6 digits a month, I would say. I would definitely believe that, especially because of the people she was around. But it just doesn't make sense to me to, still be influential, go cry on the internet. I don't know. Maybe I just don't get it because I'm such a small creator. Maybe that's why I don't get it. But these people don't have a boss. They don't have a 9 to 5. They really get to really be their own bosses, and they be mad over this dumb shit. But maybe I just don't get it. Maybe I just don't get it because I don't know how it feels to fall off. So yeah, maybe because I haven't been in that situation, I can't really talk. But it's like, she fell off and she's still better than 99% of the people in the world. You know you get what I'm saying? Like, hopefully y'all can understand what I'm saying.
Just as I was writing up a script to talk about why we as a community should maybe give Zoe Spencer another opportunity and shot, understanding all of the things that she's done in the past, two clips came across my timeline that made me do select all, delete, and rewrite the whole thing because it seems as though he hasn't learned anything.
Do y'all notice that everything that y'all complain about me that I do, all the motherfuckers do it? If y'all would notice and just sit and just shut the up and just look, everybody do exactly what the I be doing. Do y'all not see that? I was the only motherfucker up here biting. Now Talil is biting.
Oh, yeah. Now you snitching on other niggas. Now you're snitching on people.
And people heads off their body.
And so while Zoe Spencer,
That's kind of like that's the wrong way to go about it, though. Like, your way of justificating, or your way of explaining why you did something, is like, you did it because others did it. Others do the same as me. They don't get the same treatment. I mean, I get how that could be frustrating, but she might be she might need a public relation person to come help her, because this is not the way to go. As somebody that doesn't even understand social media, though, somebody that's just starting, I can already tell y'all that this is definitely not the way to go, or I can already see.
on one hand is crying about how this industry is so hard and she has to work 10 times harder, it seems as though she falls back into the same antics and situations that most likely got her into this. And for whatever reason, she continues to miss a big lesson that keeps her from being this name and face in this industry that she so desires to be in. And it's a lesson that we're going to break down yet again for her. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's going to go a long, long way for the channel. Don't you just love some unemployed drama? I do. Now, back into the video.
I'm so like, oh, what's the word? I'm tired. Everybody just always thinks that everything's just all fine.
The streaming/content creation industry can be mentally taxing.
Bruh, I get it, but that's just kind of lame. It's just kind of lame. It feels like you're crying so that you can be accepted inside that group again. Mm, it's kind of lame in my opinion, but that's just me.
It's very, very fickle. It's not very rewarding some of the times. And if you are somebody like Zoe Spencer who has saw their viewership drop from one year to the next, you can be scrambling and finding yourself in a similar situation, crying in the shower, trying to figure out what's going on. If you look at her numbers, 2025 on the left and 2020.
She see what I'm saying? Like she averages 447. Brother, you just ungrateful. Damn. She still has a lot of people watching her. I mean, the numbers go crazy. Like I understand that. Like the numbers changed a lot, and she was speaking last year, and now she kind of got fucked up numbers. But she still. This is not a small creator, and that I don't know if y'all saw. I don't know if y'all saw that Ludwig's lesson that I was talking. He did that on Streamer University. And it's like if you can have more than 100 people in your live stream, you are not a small creator. I'm sorry, you're not a small streamer. You're just not. That's just how it goes, brother. This is 400 people. She can still put 400 people to watch her. That's not a small creator, and she's still making more money than 99% of the world. Do I sound like a hater, y'all?
2026 on the right, it might spell out exactly why she is crying the way she is crying. Hell, being down around 1,000 live viewers from one year to the next would have me in the shower too. And I think the timing of it all is
Maybe I just don't understand it that well. Maybe if I was used to those type of numbers already, and then I had my numbers dropping like that, maybe I'd be mad too. I mean, I'd definitely be mad, but I don't think I'd be crying in the shower. But it's just me. But I can't really tell what I'd be doing because I'm not in that situation. So
quite interesting. One, Kai Cenat rejoined the internet and is basically back to his old self, single before the girlfriend, not just doing that type of content, but also, you know, saying that there were situations in which he was wrong and which he grew. And then also Streaming University 2 passing by. And there's a big name who we were talking about.
Steppers. Oh, look at the Dean's shoe.
About just a year ago or two that has not been included in any of that. And that's Zoe Spencer. Mind you, this would be the second year in a row that she gets left out of the coolest party on streaming.
No, I did not get into the Streamer University.
Just like everybody else, nigga. Like, she wasn't, I mean, she just joined the group. She wasn't the only one. Back to it.
University. I did apply. Obviously, I'm seeing who got in. At first, I wasn't going to be upset. I feel like one of the friends like in the friend group, and that one friend didn't get invited to the party.
One thing about Zoe, though, I think she is funny. I think she is entertaining. I do think she's funny.
All of the man's like,
she might be annoying. She might be annoying, or is it annoying? Annoying, whatever. She might be annoying. But she's definitely entertaining. But I understand how it can be hard for somebody to be around somebody that doesn't know where to stop.
You're not coming? No.
Back then, she felt like she was left out of the cool kids circle, one that was ever so elusive to get into, but now she is on the outside looking in. And I think the worst of it all is that she doesn't feel like it's because of her content, but she feels like it's more of a personal thing. Ultimately, this will become some reoccurring feeling for Zoe Spencer. She wants acceptance from a
To
specific
be honest, I think she's very entertaining, and I personally think she's kind of like, I think she's funny. And to be honest, if she did her own thing, like just didn't give a fuck about any of these big streamers, I think she got mad potential. I think she got big potential. And she just started collaborating with people that she think is funny, that got potential too. I think it'd be better for her because Zoe, I don't think she needs these big streamers' names and platforms, in my opinion, because I do think she's funny and I think she's capable of doing it by herself. To be honest, not necessarily by herself, but without them niggas, you know, she is entertaining.
specific group or a circle of people, but ultimately they don't want her. Being left out appears to be affecting her deeply, not just on the side of the content where she is seeing collaborations go by and the viewership dwindle, but also internally, honestly. All in all, Zoe Spencer feels blackballed from the industry. But I think that this is where things are a little bit wrong. Exclusion doesn't automatically mean some sort of blackballing. And if there was some sort of real and internal reflection, she probably would come to a better conclusion than this. And you'd think that that would come with the year's hiatus from these people, but here we are again in the big 2026, in which Zoe Spencer is looking at anybody and everybody and saying they're doing the exact same thing that she's doing, but not facing the same criticisms.
Everybody do exactly what the I be doing. Do y'all not see that? I was the only motherfucker up here biting. Now Talil is biting people heads off their body.
I don't know, man. It just still seems like the mark is missed.
It's just content. It's just content.
Zoe came to the internet trying to ask a simple question. She's asking, why is it that she sees content creators like Tylil do the exact same things that she did, but ultimately not get the same sort of grievance or flack that she does? She's asking why viewers would enjoy it. She's saying, what specifically about him? And I'm saying him being Tylil specifically because, one, she named him in the video, and then two, there was another recent video that came out where she seemingly had a interaction or run into with another streamer, Dez, while he was with streamer Tylil. And she gave Tylil the cold shoulder. It was kind of loud, to be honest with you.
So right here.
I'm just so happy for you.
Where you going?
I was gonna go to Dream Garden. I missed you. How are you?
She act like she gotta follow me. It's this content.
Yeah, I can see why she was acting that way if ultimately she had some sort of problem with him and the content that he's putting out there on social media not getting that same backlash. And to be fair to Zoe Spencer, I can even acknowledge what she's saying to be somewhat true. The internet can have double standards. Hell, everybody has double standards. And I think that popularity does affect who gives or gets grace in all of these situations.
The internet can have double standards, but the thing is, maybe one of them knows where to stop or when to stop. Maybe one of them knows.
We've been existing on the internet for a long time, and we all know that, hey, just because one person does something and another person does the exact same thing or something similar doesn't mean that the reception of it is going to be the same. I know it may not seem fair on surface, but I don't even think that that's just the internet thing. I think that that's a life thing. But like my mama used to tell me, if the other kids jump off of a bridge, does that mean that you're gonna do it? I'm not worried about those other people that are not in my house. I'm worried about the people that are in my house. From my POV, I think Zoe Spencer is just oversimplifying the backlash that she got. People don't just dislike her over cringeworthy content. I think the biting and the yelling and all that stuff is just the cherry on top. Need I remind her and need I remind everybody watching about the Saeed situation where Silky's assistant was held down and inappropriately touched on by Nina Lynn and Zoe Spencer?
Oh, no. I don't think he wants to.
That plus the biting and the other consistent and persistent boundary pushing that she has displayed against other streamers would probably be, if I just had to guesstimate, the reason as to why a lot of people are off of Zoe Spencer.
W Dre, I got y'all dude. Y'all can start sucking dick now.
I bit him. For my raindrop. I am the sea. With you and God with another.
You can tell they're all yeah, like you can see Duke right here. You can see it. They don't like. It's not like they don't like her, but they just full of it.
Nigga,
Hey, don't talk to my dog like
you nigga. Literally just got here. Fuck you talking about? Whoa.
And her trying to use an incident in which Khalil was having an issue with his Clover housemates, his other content creator housemates, where in the bigger picture he was trying to teach a lesson with the context of it all, then I don't think that that's like the right way to go about doing this. And it's actually very dismissive of the issues that people have with her. And sure, if maybe she was making a grander indictment about streaming as a whole and was talking about how I just see a bunch of streamers doing this disrespectful and disgusting stuff, and ultimately from her POV, it's not a fair treatment, but she's giving a fair warning to the people that are doing this, that their content journey could end up like hers. I think that that would have been beautiful. But the reality is that Zoe still appears to be focused on the unfair treatment as opposed to the impact of what she did. And the clearest example of her doing this boundary pushing gimmick that we continue to see and that had her on the hot seat in the first place is a situation where streamer Rod got involved after giving one meaningless, harmless opinion about Zoe Spencer that turned into her saying some of the most outrageous things to him, specifically about his deceased mother.
Now, in the clip, it's me in Jamaica. I'm talking to Beans, and somebody said her name, and they was like, yo, she's funnier than Reggie. I said, nah, I don't think she's funnier than Reggie. I said, she's funny, but not funnier than Reggie. I got a text today from
I think she's funnier than Rage. I think she's funnier than Reggie. I think she is.
from Zoe, and this was her response to me. You are a dick rider ass nigga. 5 feet ass little ass. Not entertaining ass nigga. I can also say this to your face too, but I haven't seen you, so I'm gonna send it to you directly. I don't like you. Don't talk about me. I didn't say f her. I didn't say, yeah, I'm glad this happened to her. I didn't say none of that. I responded and said, you are mad as shit. You mad I said you funny, but you not as funny? KYS, YB. Yeah, she gonna say, oh, kill myself? Do you think you should be saying dark stuff like that? Don't you have a dead in your family? I said, you can say whatever you want. It's not gonna hurt me.
Ultimately, this was just an opinion about which streamer that somebody thinks is funnier than the other. Now, I did have to go back and try to find if there was more said. Hey, maybe streamer Rod was downplaying the situation. Maybe he said more during the initial interaction engagement than he's letting us on to believe.
Zoe and Reg on the same level as far as funny?
Yes, they both do the same stuff.
Hell no.
No. Where they are.
And maybe Zoe
I think Zoe's funnier than Reggie. To be honest. Sim. Queres querer comer, né? Pode comer.
felt like the laughs of it all were a little bit too much, but ultimately nothing that he said warranted her saying slurs or calling out his deceased mother. I mean, you can't tell somebody how to retaliate to something that they find to be disrespectful, but we can at least have opinions on the proportionality of it all. And I would say that Zoe just went way out of bounds with this whole thing. But ultimately that is like the life and career of Zoe Spencer, is that she is meeting these things with over the topness. Is like,
He's on a... Bro. Is that a cemetery? People be doing lives in the cemetery now? Oh. I mean,
the life and career of Zoe Spencer is that she is meeting these things with over the topness that makes people feel uncomfortable or not wanting to participate in doing some sort of content with her. But in his monologue, Rod brings up an extremely interesting point that challenges the first video that I opened this video with, in which Zoe Spencer was crying about this industry being so hard and her being blackballed.
Then you keep telling niggas you blackballed. How you blackballed? Because a select group of 10 niggas won't let you in their content. You went to BET Awards. You're not blackballed. You got your own shit going on. How are you blackballed? You're making money, big dog.
He's absolutely right. Zoe Spencer has this new show coming out on OWN where she's
exactly what I just said. She making money. She doing better than 99% of the world, and she still can't just appreciate it.
doing makeup and describing different situations. She's been to the BET Awards. She's had a bunch of different collabs. I think she's been in some short films, but ultimately she still has this yearning to be a part of an industry that just doesn't like her. And not even necessarily an industry as a whole, but a subsection of the internet that just doesn't like her. And part of the reason why that industry just doesn't like her, that subsection of that industry doesn't like her, is because of things just like this. When she goes to the internet and she cries victim, but then ultimately she, in a disproportionate way, goes at streamer Rod. When she has the opportunity to make amends and be pretty cordial and calm with the same people that she's looking to be in contact with, but gives Tylil the cold shoulder, only to go to the internet later and try to play this game of like, hey, I did it, but he did it too, so why aren't people calling him out, avoiding accountability in these situations? Ultimately, what she wants is acceptance from a group of people, but the reactions to these things explain why the acceptance has disappeared completely, in my opinion. Now, for what it's worth, I do think that Zoe Spencer's exhaustion and crying moment and vulnerability on the internet was real, and it can be 100% completely accurate if you take away any sort of explanation. I do believe that it can be exhausting putting out content as a creator. As somebody who's doing it right now, sometimes I be burnt out. I ain't gonna lie. So I be going through them stretches where I don't be uploading. And at the same time, I do feel like it is hard to go from, what was that, 13,000 live viewers on average in 2025, all the way down to 300 average live viewers. That's gotta be tough.
I never been there, but it's probably such a dopamine high. Like you moving like this, how she
So yes,
moving?
her burnout.
You moving like this, how she moving, and you look at the numbers, and it says 13,000 people watching you. Maybe I'd be grinding too. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Probably wouldn't. I probably wouldn't. I really don't be giving a fuck. I mean, never made those types of numbers, right? But dang it.
All the way down to 300 average live viewers. That's gotta be tough. And so yes, her burnout does deserve empathy, but her behavior still deserves some accountability. Working hard doesn't just entitle you to every single opportunity, and lost relationships are not always proof of being blackballed. You can't demand recognition while still repeating this damaging behavior. All in all, if she can't move past this group of people that don't want her, or even just move with a little bit more accountability and don't fall back into these actions, Zoe Spencer will find herself on this perpetual wheel of losing subscribers, people trying to be cordial with her, okay with her, and she just like blaming the internet for the reasons why these losses keep happening, and ultimately just continuing to be somebody that people just don't want to be around. And for what it's worth, I think we've seen worse people be reintegrated into society. Hell, her counterpart in that whole situation when it came to Saeed has still been integrated. And granted, you know, Nina Lynn might have not had this interaction with Kai Cenat and the rest of the guys directly, but ultimately there's still a place and space for Zoe Spencer to exist when it comes to streaming in this side of the WL community. The reality is,
Okay, the video is pretty much done. Well, pretty much what happened as you guys saw. Zoe, I I'm not gonna say Zoe fell off because I don't think she fell off. Less people watching her, I get it, but she's still one of the top creators. I mean, she's not at the top. She's not definitely not one of the biggest streamers in the world. That's not what I'm saying, but she's doing better than 99% of the people in the world. At least be grateful. Don't come out here, bro. There's people struggling to pay the rent. She about to have like a show and all of this shit, and she comes to the internet crying. Nah, come on, Zoe, do better. You'll be better off just going to the internet and saying thank you for the people that still fuck with you, you know? And the people that don't fuck with you, just fuck them. Because think, I think she's better than she, no, I think she's better than she thinks she is, to be honest. I do think, I say more. I think he's funnier than Kai. I think she's funnier than Kai, to be honest. I think Zoe Spencer is really funny. She just have to learn boundaries. That's all. She learns boundaries and she gonna be good. Because I do think she's entertaining. Have I ever watched like a live stream of her? No, I never did that. Um, do I follow her in all of the social medias? No, I don't do that. But from the clips that I've seen on TikTok, that I've seen on YouTube, I think she's funnier than most streamers. I think she is. I genuinely think she is. But hey, let me know in the comments if you think she's funny, if you think she's funnier than that other guy that Omizi just showed. Shout out Omizi for the video. But yeah, let me know if you like this video, you like this reaction. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you leave a like button if you like the video. And let me know in the comments what you think about this whole situation. My name is Mario Kelson, and I'll see you in the next one.